Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 59 with me, Sid, and today we are going to do several things, or at least try to do several things. I realise that my things often don't pan out. So, first things first, we need to do an experiment. Now, I've been told, and I have no reason to doubt, that Tinker's Construct torches do not burn out. These ones, they're a bit expensive because obviously you need carpenter's blocks. Sorry, Tinker's Construct carpenter's blocks. The recipe for those is let me just get those up. Is 4 per, so you're going to use a fair amount of wood to make 4 torches. However, I noticed another thing is that the chisel, you can chisel torches into different torches. Now, here's the thing, these are TerraFirmaCraft torches. So, what we're going to do is we are going to do a little experiment. Let me get you back into being a TerraFirmaCraft torch. We're going to do one of those as a torch, and I'll pick something. I'm going to go with the light bulb. Why not? And we're going to chisel another one of those to a Minecraft torch. Oh, that's interesting. To a Minecraft torch. That is interesting. It immediately reverts. Okay. However, let's put 2 torches down simultaneously. 1 torch there, that's got 100%, 48 hours remaining. Bang. Error. Okay. Let's see what happens in about 48 hours. Will these burn out? I'm going to do a little bit of routine work around the place. I'm going to harvest these. I need to get some oh god, what's it? Alcohol going, because this is empty. So we do need to do that. Now alcohol, if I remember, what we need some fruit, don't we? If I were to go with cider, for example. Well, let me just do this the other way. If I wanted cheese, I would need to put milk into a thing with vinegar. That's the word I'm looking for. I need to make vinegar. Vinegar you make by taking vodka or something and putting fruit in it. So cider, vodka, whiskey, rye whiskey, beer, sake, rum, or corn whiskey, or fruit wine, or orange juice. Orange juice? Really? That's alright. Okay. Right, well, we need to start off with making, I think, well, let's go and have a look at the fruit, shall we? We don't have a lot of fruit. Obviously, we've got some melon, which is not traditionally a good fruit. We have got barley, we have got wheat. And I think that's about it in the alcohol kind of stakes. So I'm going to just go and see about getting some wine going, or some alcohol going to get vinegar, and that will allow us to keep making cheese. And I will also start thinking about harvesting that lot and all the other bits and pieces that we need to harvest while we wait for those torches to check out. Because if the chisel torches do just carry on and we can break the system that way, I'm not averse to breaking systems. We needed, alright, so if I wanted to make beer, let me just check this up. I'll sort this out and we'll get back to you in a moment. I'm an idiot. I've got no way of testing these torches where they are because he's not lit over there. Let's come out to somewhere where we have a definite lighting problem. Oh, hello. How are you? Don't you dare. And get dead. Right, so I'm going to place you down here, and I'm going to get one of these and I'm going to place it down, oh hang on, here. Right, that's more like it. So now we've got 2 test cases. I've just got whiskey going on the go, which is just wheat wheat grain, wheat flour in water. That will take, I believe, 72 hours to process, and then we can stick some fruit in it to turn it to vinegar, and everything will be good and happy. But that's here, not there yet. And I was very careful to bring that down as far near as possible to 40 ounces, just so as not to waste material. And yeah, it's all good. But once we've got vinegar again, we can still make cheese. Everything else is good like that. So I'm pottering around, and I'm not going to bore you with the details of the pottering. I'm just going to get that done, and yeah, I shall be back with you once we've done the pottering and we've got a result from our torch test. Because if I have to use carpenter's torches, I will. There's not a problem with carpenter's torches. I just think they're a little bit expensive for what we've got going on there. If I can get away with ordinary torches, which are, let's face facts, sticks, and just chisel them, which, let's face facts, is an iron bar and a stick, that is a damn sight more sustainable and cheaper in the long run for me. So I think that's probably the answer. I'm going to just carry on pottering, and I'll be back in about 48 hours of game time. Oh, you know, not actually video time. That would be insane. Yeah, back in a moment. Alright, it's getting colder. It is now early autumn. All of the crops are harvested, and I've got food. I've got my backpack on. I've got food on me. I am equipped, I think, as best as I can be. Though we do have a few chuckleheads over here hanging around by the in or by the water. So we'll. There he is. We had a bit of a discussion earlier, hence the damage on him. But first, let's see if we can't just get a couple more points of XP before that runs out. That hasn't burnt out yet. We're almost at the point where the experiment is finished, but oh, we'll have your head. Because this is 1.7 Thermalcraft, which means that heads are stabilizers on infusion crafting. You know, if we ever get, well, not if, when we get to that point. We're still many episodes away from being complete on this one. I've added mending moss to the arrows, so those are nearly healed. I've also added mending moss to the hatchet and the shovel that are in there, which I can't place down on that. Let me just come over here. So that those are now fully healed and working. What I do need before we go getting carried away is I need you, because we're going to need our back chest, back barrel pack thing, and right, this one is still lit. This one is not lit. So, long story short, the way to make torches burn forever is the chisel, wherever it is. Right, we need to head out. Now my mission, my primary goal right now remains the building and creation of a capacitor for power. For that we need gold and copper. Where are we? Let me just, so over here, if we come across and spin around over here there is quite a bit of surface copper and some surface ardite and a whole load of areas we haven't explored yet. So I think that's my first point. I need to basically go out and get a whole load of resources. Now, I know many of you enjoy the waffly episodes, and I also know many of you don't enjoy the waffly episodes and the out and about and diggy hole stuff. So I'm going to try and combine this. I'm going to do some jump cuts, get around, get some stuff dug. I have turned on all the waypoints. I found it way way less confusing just to put the whole lot on and just go and get on with it. So we're going to sail out there. We'll see what we can find. We've got plenty of food. We've got everything we need to survive. Winter is, well, autumn is on us, and winter is fast approaching. So, you know, we're out of the growing season now. We probably, to be fair, with the climate we're in, we might manage to get maybe another crop in, but we don't need the food. We have got lots and lots of food now. Food is not an issue. So that's always that statement in a TFC playthrough, when you can say food is no longer an issue, that is a huge milestone in TerraFirmaCraft, because that means not only have you got plenty of food, but you've now managed to combat and come together with all 5 food types, which is a bigger thing than you would probably give credit to. Now I am tempted to just go straight across and walk, just see if I can't find myself a few more reserves of mineral out there, because you know the problem with boating and flying everywhere is you miss things. So I think I'll do that. It's not like I'm in any desperate rush. We can take our time, find the copper. If we can find some gold, that would be great. If we can't, we do know we've got gold back right at the base, where there's a really good, like 35 quality gold vein. So it's kind of a win-win situation, really. If we find it, great. If we don't, doesn't matter. We'll live. Well, hopefully, anyway. So yeah, I'm going to head across, and well, I'll see you when I find something, or when we get to the next. That is just a wolf, isn't it? Yeah. To the next bit, but I will see you shortly. Alright, well, we first reached the first surface copper. I've got a niggling feeling that there was I passed one bear. I left it. I didn't argue with the bear. You know, there's no point. I'm not going to go around killing bears if they're not between me and an objective. That's, you know, not who I am. But even in digital form, you know, but that's a 25 unit copper. It's just, that's the only one we can see. Can we, oh hello, what did we get then? Flawless sapphire. Would have preferred a diamond. Can we get, oh hello, now we've got this rather nice self-healing pick, so you know we'd be wrong not to use it. I just can't see where the vein is going. Hello. Oh, hang on. Just trying to get a feel for out there, some. Where it's heading. A little bit more. Still not really getting a good clue of which direction it's going, though. What you're looking for is to see it start to increase its concentration and see more of it about, and we're just not seeing that. It's very strange. What that deer thinks it's doing, there's nothing to worry about. I'm not going to go and try and kill it, not unless I get hungry anyway. Let's have a good look around, just see if we can't figure out if there's any. See, there's a bit here, so maybe the vein runs better over this side, because there certainly seems to be more of it. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I will start working my way around here and get as much of this as we can, because it's over here. There's some more. There's another surface vein that way. The ardite is over there, so we'll go and have a look at that in a moment. But first things first, let's just get a metric ton of this stuff. If I can get some ardite, I would be happy, because all of the ardite I've found has turned out to be, well, when I've mined it, it's given me cobalt, which, you know, is less than useful. But yeah, be back in a bit. Alright, got the stink of shame because I didn't eat properly before we went to bed, but that's fine because we're going to take this off now. We're setting up a semi-permanent camp here because I've found the other surface vein of material, and we are going to start to exploit that. However, before we do that, we need to sort out our hunger, and our dare is a little bit low, so which has got, we'll go with you. My knife is nearly broke, which is good because I want, we'll just make that one. So I've made these up all slightly differently. So this one has got veg, grain, and yeah, the knife went good. Veg and grain in it, and then there'll be some protein in another one, but there's a mixture of all sorts of stuff in these, so in theory we should have a good balanced diet, which we can eat. Again, not worried. There is a that's a nut tree there, which is almost certainly mature. Maybe almond. Yeah, there you go. We can get almonds off of that, so we're not going to be desperate for food at any stage at this time of year. But we do obviously need to make sure that we are keeping that ticking. So yeah, we'll make up some more, another salad, and keep this all fresh and going. And over here I've got my other vein of copper, which I've exposed a lot of, so that's going to be handy and good for there we go, good for our survival prospects, shall we say, and good for our what we want out of life, which is going to be lots and lots and lots and lots of good things. Yeah, that's the technical terminology we're going to use for this. Lots of good things. However, I'll put the boat away. That's not necessary right now. First things first, I've cleared a whole load of land. I'm just going to clear a bit more, and then we're going to mine this out this rather nice malachite vein, and hopefully remove it from our map. If we can mine it out pretty much solidly, that will be good. So yeah, I'm just going to keep clearing, and I mean, we might miss a bit. It's not the end of the world if we do, but if we get most of this exposed, then we'll be able to really just go to town on it. So I shall be back in a bit. Alright, there's loads of copper left here. I've been here for about 6 Minecraft days, maybe 7 Minecraft days. There is so much copper left here. So we are going to go into this, and we are going to edit this, and this is going to be surface copper mine 25. There's still copper here. It's not so far away that we can't, you know, actively and usefully use it. So that's the plan. We have literally no more space left in our barrel. It is full. That, all of those are malachite, and then those 4 at the top are mixed bits of crap. And I could use it. I've got 2 more ceramic vessels in here plus a third one, so, and I may put more ceramic vessels in here at some point. But what I am going to do is we're going to just make ourselves some another salad up, just to be on with. We're going to head over to the ardite that's on this map, and we will see what we can see there, because we know that there's ardite here, so you know that would be, it'd be wrong, in my opinion, it would be very wrong not to take advantage of that. So there we will do so. I don't think I need any of that out of there, do I? No, I don't. I'm going to put that away and get this back. I've been using that iron pick just because it's well, it's better. I suppose what I should do actually is go and top off my water first as well. So sun's going down. We've kind of left that point there. Actually, let me just go in there and say copper question mark and remove that one, because that's just confusing. There's no copper question mark, there's copper. You know, it's like oh, is there copper there? I've just mined more copper and well, I've mined an awful lot of copper. It's not more than I'll ever need, because, you know, we're going to need a lot of copper, but that should be certainly enough to make me the capacitors I need to make the storage, the power, the RF storage for the windmill. We still haven't got the gold. There is Galana here, but I'm not going to worry about that. We've got lots of that labelled on the map elsewhere. So what we do need to do is, I'm going to grab those. I'm grabbing these seeds because, of course, we've still got those original fields that we built back at the home. And consequently, it occurs to me that we can probably utilise that to our advantage and get more of those cotton fields going. So that was my thoughts on that particular idea. But yeah, I'll carry on. Let's go and find this Ardite, and then we can forget. Where were you? You were about here somewhere. There you go. Right, there may be more. I'll just take that while I'm at it as well. Ooh, we actually got some flax from that one. That's amazing. Right, are we going to get Ardite? No, we didn't. We got rich cobalt, which is annoying in the extreme, because how the hell am I supposed to make manually? Oh, hello. That looks like a sapphire. Not particularly useful, but how am I supposed to make manulin if the Ardite is actually dropping cobalt? That makes, there you go, a bit more. Makes no sense at all to me. And we know the cobalt is dropping cobalt because we've been and mined some of that. So I'm not entirely sure what to do on these. You know, that is a well, to me it's a problem. I mean, one option is that I just take the Ardite that we get and swap it out for cobalt. Sorry, the cobalt that we get from mining this Ardite. So if I find, you know, ooh, that was a bit close. If I find a number of other pieces of this, I basically swap it out for rich Ardite, and, you know, we chalk that up as being a glitch in the pack. And that may be the solution we have to kind of go with, just because I really can't see any kind of viable alternative. If it's not going to drop, it's not going to drop. And yeah, you know, if I want to get the top level tool metals, then I'm kind of a bit, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm sure I know my viewers, and I'm sure you would be okay with it, but let me know what you think on that, because it is a bit of a bind. Alright, that appears to be it, I think, unless we're... It doesn't seem to spawn in large veins, but that should be fine. We'll take these, because that might give us, if we can find a few more of them, then we'll be laughing. But Anybody got any more of these little nuggets? Ah, there's one. Because this could be the other way of achieving what we want, is with the nuggies. The nuggies, because we only need like 1 ingot. We don't need much. And we may actually have enough of these now with the ones we have back home to make that, maybe. Just see if we can't see anything if we head up the mountainside there. Because there might be some further up. Hup, 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 hup. Hup, did not want a sapling really. I suppose we could keep it. It's not like we're absolutely overrun with things. There's some more mountains over there, so we'll probably head over that way in a moment. I just want to try and jump up a few of these so we can come and get a good view from the top to see if there's any more of these little splashes of ardite about, because as I say, I think we may be getting close to having enough of these to get 1 ingot's worth, maybe, if we're lucky. Kinda, just a little bit, maybe. And then again, maybe not. Okay, well, let's get down from here. We'll head over to, let's have a look. From here we shall briefly head over here and we'll see what we can find. There's not a lot of point in going mad with the exploration around here because I'm full. I've got like a couple of, at best, a couple of ceramic vessels free. I really should carry more, I think, on the future outing. Well, I could have been nasty. Okay. Oh well, we're alive, so I'm not going to grumble. I would have been annoyed if I'd died, but there you go. Can't see anything over there. Yeah, so we can have a little look around anyway, and then we'll head back with what we got, because the guys, as I say, we've got gold close to home, so we can work within those constraints if necessary. But we haven't been over here, so this is all new and shiny, and I actually want to get rid of a lot of these things. I'll get rid of that bit of flax actually as well. Back in a mo. Alright, I found a little more ardite. I didn't find any surface ardite, but I did find a little more samples. I've marked where it is, and it may be something we can use later. It may not be, who knows. And we just jumped from where I question marked it. I came up a hill here. That's obviously the taint over there, and we basically swooped around like that. Now there's a bear up here, and we've got some jute here which we really don't need. I am absolutely snidered out with jute now. I've got so much of it from the harvests that I'm not even going to bother taking it for the seeds, because it's mad. We've got tons of it. And we are about 30 minutes into this episode. 28 minutes I think was the recording, so we're probably going to continue on next episode. I suppose we should stack those. It really doesn't hurt. We've got a little bit of space. As we are kind of a little bit stuck because we are full of stuff. However, there is always one option available to us over and above that, and that is if we can find some clay. I could just make some more clay vessels. That wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility if we can just find a bit of clay. and that will extend our exploration out here a little bit, because we're kind of going to, I've got to swing round back home anyway, and from here it would be silly to go back the way we came when we can swing round and then up, that kind of, do something like that. Get some more exploration done, hopefully if we're very lucky find a little bit of gold, but that would be perfect. But you know, I realise that that's also optimistic in the extreme. So yeah, I think on that note what we will do is we'll call it an episode, and until next time, thank you very much for watching guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.